For a decade, this was the heart of the digital rush. China controlled 70% of the world's Bitcoin mining, and in a single night, it was over. The government pulled the plug. Thousands of machines worth millions of dollars suddenly had nowhere to go. They became high-tech paperweights. For a lot of people, this was the end. But the OneMiners team, they seen an opening. But to take it, we had to move an entire industry across the world. The destination, Nigeria. It's one of the quickest growing crypto markets on earth, with a young, tech-hungry population. But shipping ASIC miners isn't like shipping t-shirts. These are highly delicate, sensitive computers. Here's an idea of what we had to work with. One bad jolt, one humid shipping container, or one customs delay, and you're looking at a $500,000 graveyard of silicon. Shipping a container of miners from Shenzhen to Lagos isn't just logistics. It's a high-stakes gamble against 4 invisible enemies. First, the vibrations. For 45 days, these machines sit in a still box on the open ocean. ASIC miners are surprisingly delicate. One loose heatsink or a single fractured solder point from a rough sea, and you've just imported a very expensive brick. We call this the silicone graveyard. Then there's the bureaucratic maze. To get into Nigeria, you need a Form M and a SONCAP certificate. If one line on a Chinese invoice doesn't perfectly match the Nigerian customs code, the shipment gets flagged. In this game, a typo doesn't just cause a delay, it can lead to a 100% fine or a total seizure of your hardware. Third, the humidity. Crossing the equator, temperatures inside a shipping container can skyrocket. This creates container rain, which is condensation that can fry a hashboard before it's even plugged in. We're fighting a constant battle against moisture in the middle of the Indian Ocean. And finally, you've hit the Apapa black hole. Once a ship docks in Lagos, the real test begins. Port congestion is legendary. If your container gets buried at the bottom of the stack, your digital gold sits dark for weeks, racking up thousands in storage fees, while the market just moves on without you. This is the reality of migration, shaky, raw, and stressful. These clips were just sent in to us from the docks in China. Every box you see represents a piece of a global network. Then, silence. For weeks, these machines are at the mercy of the ocean. When the truck finally arrived in Nigeria, the clock started ticking. We don't have the luxury of a slow setup. In crypto, every second you're offline is a second you're losing profits. We can't show you everything yet. The site is a fortress of hardware and cooling, but the floor plans tell the story. We designed a layout that handles the Nigerian heat, utilizes local grid efficiency, and scales. This isn't just a warehouse, it's a bridge between the old world and the new. The Bitcoin miners have landed, the power's on. China may have pulled the plug, but in Nigeria, we're just getting started. With OneMiners, the future of mining is mobile, global, and quite frankly, unstoppable.